Penetrator here. We're off to a block drain. That's right. We have a blocked stormwater to go to. So I've done a bit of work for this guy over the years. I first cleared his stormwater drain a couple of years ago and did a little repair. He's a good bloke. He's then got me back just to do more work around his house. So I did some taps and toilets and stuff like that for him. Then he messaged me a bit over a week ago and said if I could come out and replace a bit of pipe for him on his downpipe. So where the corrugated Stormflex pipe, it runs above the ground, then links into the downpipe at the base, and it's had some holes in it. So he asked if I could just go and replace that. So I went around there yesterday and just took some fittings and a bit of pipe. Said it shouldn't take too long, mate, if it's just this. And as I started digging and opening it up, we found problems. I spoke too early. You should never count your chickens and think something will just be straightforward. And so I opened it up, and yeah, it doesn't look that good. I said to him, I'll have to go grab the camera and Jetta and come back and have a look and see what's going on and tidy it all up for you. So he's cool with that. So I didn't go back that day because I had a blocked sewer to go do, and so I'm going back the next morning to go and have a look at this stormwater for him, try and get it sorted, because we got some rain hanging around, and get his drain working. So I'll show you all the how it was all configured when I get there. I have pulled it apart, but I'll put it all back together so you can see what I'm talking about. Righto, I'll see you when I get there. So this is the blocked stormwater. So I put up that temporary yesterday in case he got a bit of rain, but he called me because he wanted this section of pipe replaced. So that was sitting above the ground, so it went over there like that, and it gets all brittle and soft, and he wanted it replaced. And I had a little dig down here, and I found this contraption and this connection, and then just blocked down here, fully blocked in there also, as you can see. So from a few little holes to opening up a big can of worms. So I need to probably either put the camera up from the street, I think it's that one down there, comes up, and just see if I can see this junction and see what condition it's in, and then I'll take it from there and we'll try and work out how I'm going to go about clearing this. I think I've got to dig a bit more out. It could be a bit of a challenging one. You got the water meter on this side, sewer pipe on this side, so those services could be around where I'm digging to. I'm going to grab a shovel and do a bit more excavation. So it looks like they've just jammed that Stormflex into that 100mm. It was never gonna cause a blockage or obstruction doing that. That's just a great bit of plumbing. Those roots. You can see the concrete footing here also, so they probably should have jackhammered that out, but they didn't. Okay. I'll go get a camera and just see if this is just backfall holding water or if there's an obstruction in the pipe now. And I don't know if I showed you this little setup. So instead of using hard pipe and a proper fitting, what they do is just slice a T and don't even silicone, glue or nothing, mate. Just cut a little square out of the Stormflex and put this over the top of it. I can't believe plumbers do this work, but I thank them because it keeps me busy. Traffic control officer. Starting a shower. You may get wet. Okay, I need to try and clear that blockage out of there and see where that pipe goes and what it's for, so as I have no idea. The Tater's joined us on this mission. Let's see if we can get it done. So when I put the camera down too, downstream towards the street, it was just holding the water. It wasn't blocked with anything. I threw that rag over it just to stop a little bit of stuff going down there, but if it does, I can always jet it. I'll go get the camera and see if this is cleared and where this other one's going. Hold on, I'll just have a look. Might put a nozzle on there and just run it up quickly. The magnets. Let's run this one up and see what we come up with. Yeah, it's blocked. feature. So that's where the jetta came out of the ground right here. So we'll have a dig. This pipe might actually just go nowhere. But let's confirm. Up there, mate. Look at that, it goes to a pit. A pit no one knew even existed. Screws. Yeah. Yeah, screwdriver. Well, we found a pit, a little yard gully. Okay, let's get this connected up. Let's get some fittings. I might turn off the jetter and then we'll get this finished off. So none of this here was glued together either. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad for tradesmen to do stuff like that on a new build, but that's just the way it goes. Glue cleaner, I glue and cleaner everything. It's just, I don't care. It should be done, so I do it. I need to cut this back. I had a saw somewhere. Here it is. See if we can work out how this is going to go together. Maybe like that. Maybe we cut it there. Right there. Hopefully that works. We'll find out. I don't know what it's like in your country, wherever you're watching this video from, but when I started plumbing, like over 20 years ago, the saying was, with stormwater, who cares? It's only stormwater. Well, I think people care when they're paying people to come back and fix it. You know, I believe just if you're going to do it right. Go cut a butt piece and we'll see if we can pop this in. So I call this a butt piece because it's just going to butt together when I put it all together. So clean it all up. Cleaner, cleaner, glue. Now we're going to do a double glue and just try and pop all that in. A lot better than how the other plumbers originally connected it up. Now I need to go from here to here, here to here. We'll get an adapter, bend.
120.
We'll just do a dry run with no glue and cleaner, so we can just sit it in here for the time being, so we can work with it. Okay. So I'm just thinking, maybe this might be a better way to do it. Like that maybe, with a smaller bend, or an M&F. So what I'm thinking of doing is trying to set it up a bit differently, because they just had the pipe running above the top of the ground on top of this footing. I'm going to try and see if I can get it down below a bit quicker, because that's all just concrete right here. So I'm going to play around with some fittings, different fittings, see what I can line up, if I can get it to line up. The rain is coming. That may work out pretty darn good, actually. It's below the ground, so that if I can get this to work, that means I'll have less pipe exposed above the ground that won't be damaged by whippersnippers, mowing, sun. I think this might work out okay. We'll glue all that in. Might glue that into there, that into there. That will have to all get pushed in further and glued, and then do that part last. Rain is coming down. Why doesn't that look as good this time? Maybe I'll spin that a bit. That's better. 305. Can you cut me a piece, the toad, 305 please? He's over there enjoying the rain. 305. I think that one can be glued in. That's going to look a lot better. By the time you cover that back over, you're not going to have nowhere near as much exposed to elements. They had like probably about that much. Do a couple little marks. I don't need to mark that one actually. I need to mark this one, because that will just push in, and then that one will push in, and that's all glued. So we'll clean all this up, glue this in, and then we'll do a double glue and swing it and pop it all in. Line up my lines. See? Perfect. Okay, clean, 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 double glue. All I can say is beginner's luck. We got it. Square that up a bit. There we go. Another stormwater repair completed. Came together pretty good. Okay, I'm going to pack all this up back in the Jetta trailer, backfill, and we're out of here. One of the best ways I've found to settle this ground, like, so I kind of mount it up, and I'm not a big fan of stomping on stuff or pushing it in. The best way is water. Just if it's a little bit, you can tip some water on yourself, or I just let the customer know. Get the hose it, let it naturally sink around and down the pipe, round the pipe, and then just spread it out. So the water will just send all the soil down, compact it naturally. He's got a hose right here. He's got a hose and I'm filling up a bucket. Good on you, mate. So you wet it and see how now it softens and will naturally break down and go around the pipe and go back close to ground level, if not ground level. All finished here. Showed you a little trick how I like to backfill. It does work, trust me. I've dug up people's whole backyard, front yard, laid new pipe, and we've just mounted it up. And water and a rake over time, it looks like you haven't even been there. So we found a pit that we didn't know existed. Customer will be happy about that, I guess. It'll take some water away. I don't know why it's here, to be honest. If you can see the fall, it kind of just, the yard falls from here to the street. But they've put one there. So it's all uncovered, all connected back up. CCTV to the street, so I know it's not blocked. Ran the jet down just to blast out any loose dirt. Let's go wash up. The team is down there waiting. We'll wash up. I'm gonna go help my mate with a couple of camera jobs, find the sewer. He's doing an extension or on a house or something like that. And then he needs to find a conduit too, so, or if it's broken, that conduit actually. So off to do that now. Good helper, traffic control. Kept the people away, the cars away when the jet came out of the curb adapter. The toad, always a good supervisor. We did a good job. I'm happy, customers happy, viewers are going to be happy, subscribers are happy. We're done here. See you in the next one.